Thursday, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Get it started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and we are underway from Arrowhead. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Mahomes again. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a first down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got this down to the 35.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking towards the sideline, finding Kelsey for the completion. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you're running, don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Johnson now returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And here comes Ben Roethlisberger out onto the field ready to lead the Steeler offense.
And what a career we've seen from Ben Roethlisberger. Awfully consistent, tough, durable, strong in the pocket, great leader, a guy who stands in and throws it downfield, and has also added to his game the ability to get the ball out of his hands quickly and let his guys do work downfield.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 3. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's brought in by Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 94 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing our score after one. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Roethlisberger on the draw. It's Harris. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, They've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. In the second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Roethlisberger will throw. That's swung out wide to Harris.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And as we look at the tape, he's getting close to 200 yards. Think he can smell it?
He can not only smell it, he can probably count it. And he's looking to get there and beyond it. But right now, what we're seeing, a lot of junk defenses like in basketball when you're trying to stop a leading scorer and they just have no answers for him right now. Whatever they're throwing out there, he's going right through it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and goal from the 1. Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this 1st half. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Harris. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now a throw here to his running back.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mahomes to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everybody to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen as we send you right back out to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Short little throw to Ebron. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now here's another carry for Harris, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. This is Harris, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, this is Harris, and he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Kansas City's offense now set, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Travis
Travis Kelce, 29 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Going to run the toss here to Harris. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? Well, a lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast too, converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it down to the 32. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
54 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. And you can say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it complete to Harris. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Right side, Claypool's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
All right, now. Block 80. Check. 53 is Mike. Coming. Mike, 53.
From the 30 on second down, Roethlisberger. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Steelers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. This is Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Short little throw to Ebron. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 74 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll throw from the gun. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw here, Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. They give to Burton, the fullback. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Ben's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup there. Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.